True with Guns America, we did a video on this Strasser in 308. It's a straight pull. Go check out the link below to see that original video. But we shot like 10 shots in like around 8 seconds. It's really, really fast. Well, today we're actually going to mount a Steiner. It's a 5-30 by 50 H6XI scope on here, and we're going to shoot it for accuracy. We're going to see what kind of groups it'll put out. Okay, so we just did our bore sight shot at 100 yards, and the first shot was about 4 inches high. We made just a quick adjustment, and we're going to stick some of this Hornady American Gunner through this. These are 155 grain boat tail hollow points. We have the chronograph set up, so we'll tell you what the velocity was here in just a second. Obviously, there's always a possibility of shooter-induced error here, so we're going to go ahead and see what we got. Let's we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of ammo. So let's just start at, man, I have a tree branch through the very top of that first bullseye. Oh well, we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so we're going to start at the top and just work down. I might end up hitting this tree branch. It will be pretty epic because it's almost in line with exactly where I want to be shooting. So we're going to shoot 3-shot groups because this is more of a sporter weight barrel rather than a target barrel. And man, I am loving the glass on this Steiner. It is phenomenal. Okay, so there's the first group. Our average is 26.36 on the Hornady American Gunner. Okay, so up next is the Hornady Match. These are 168 grain boat tail hollow points. I'm going to shoot the far left target. That velocity was 26.37. Okay, this is the Hornady 178 grain boat tail hollow point match ammo. We're just going to keep going down the left side here. Ooh, I like that ammo. Jeez. All right, that velocity was 25.6. Average was 25.78. All right, this is the Hornady 178 grain ELDX. This is the hunting load. Hold that one. Dang it. Well, I think it likes that. Average was 2,500 feet per second, and it had a really low standard deviation of 4.2, so it liked that ammo a lot. All right, so this is the Remington Premier Long Range 308 Winchester 172 grain Spear Impact Boat Tail. We're going to chronograph it as well. Okay, so we are going to switch targets, and we're going to go to the big orange circle in the middle. I'd like to say that I pulled that last one, but I don't feel like I did. So, velocity on that was, average was 26.45, which is 10 feet per second faster than Remington even advertises that. So that's one of the worst groups we've shot so far, I think. And look, different guns like different ammo, right? And maybe if we popped the suppressor off, it would have shot it into a little tiny group. So it's why you go out and test and check and see. All right, this is the Sig Sauer OTM match grade rifle, 168 grain. So it's open tip match. We're going center, black target, second from the bottom. Okay, so that was the Sig, and that's actually, that stuff's cooking. That stuff was going average of 27.22, the 168 grain. All right, up next is the Federal Gold Medal Match. These have a Match King, a Sierra Match King boat tail hollow point. They're the 168, And these are factory seconds, so I don't remember where I got these at or why I have them. And I don't know if they are going to shoot good at all, so you can't blame the rifle if these suck. All right, we're going to shoot the bottom middle target. Hey, I like that stuff. I might have just barely influenced that last shot. I was in a little bit of a hurry. Okay, so that federal gold medal match, 168 grain, average 26.23 out of the Strasser RS700. So guys, I want to just say something real quick here. You know, a lot of gun riders are, or YouTubers or whatever you want to call them, lie to you. They have a dog in the fight. They're looking for views, whatever. And they'll go shoot groups with a different rifle and then take pictures of those groups and show you different groups. We shot every single shot today on camera. You saw all of them. You saw them go down there. I mean, certainly some of these groups could have been better if I'd shot better, but it gives you a really good idea of what the rifle's capable of with a really pretty good amount of different types of ammo from the major manufacturers. So we'll go down and get some close-ups of the groups, measure them up real quick, but you got to see them all be shot. You got to see them through the spotting scope on target. By the way, the setup we're using is the Kawa TSN99 with a on-glass phone scope adapter. So we'll show you that setup so you know what we were using to video. So we bore sighted through the barrel, and at 100 yards, that was our first shot. I was aiming there. That was our first shot. Our very first group was this group right here. And this is the Hornady American Gunner, the 155 grain bow tail hollow point. I'm going to give you a measurement right now and tell you what that group is. So we are looking at a group size of 0.78 inches. 0.78, so just barely bigger than 3/4 of an inch group on the Hornady American Gunner. Next up was the Hornady Match 168 grain boat tail hollow point, which is this group right here. And we are looking at a 0.95 inch group, so just under 1 minute for this Hornady Match 168. Up next was the Hornady Match 178, and this was its favorite group of the day. This is the group, I mean, it is a clover leaf in there. It's tight. This is what I would be shooting out of this if I was going to be doing something with it. What are we here? We're a that's like a 0.367. It's a tiny little group. All right, next up was the Hornady 178 grain ELDX. This group down here, I called this last shot as a bad shot. I pulled it, but even with that shot in there, we're looking at a what do we got? A 0.8, even with the called shot. So well under a minute, just barely over 3/4 of a minute. The next up was the SIG. No, sorry, I lied. Next up was the Remington. This was the worst group we shot. Remington long range 172 grain spear. So this was a pretty bad group. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. So where are we here? We're at 1.3 minutes. So not too proud of that one. This next was the SIG 168 grain match, and that's this group here. It looks like we actually had 2 shots go in the same hole, and then so that actually ended up being a pretty tight group, with that being like a 0.59, so just under 0.6. And the last group was this federal gold medal match, 168 grain Match King Sierra Match King. These are factory seconds, and this shot a nice group as well. So looks like we are at a 0.65, so just barely over half minute. So guys, you saw it all happen on camera. No extra shots, no makeup shots. It is what it is. The gun has true potential, especially with the right ammo. If you're a hand loader, I guarantee you could get some ammo that would, you know, you could custom tailor this and just have a hammer. So gun definitely shoots. That scope, I'm absolutely impressed with that Steiner. It's a 5 to 30. I ran it on about 25. I could have run it at 30, but it is super, super clear. I could basically, I don't know if you can see this or not, show them here. These are 1/3 squares, and I could actually read those little, I could see those little 1/3 numbers on there at 100 yards. So, so go check it out. Steiner's now making those in the US. So they make a 2 to 12, 3 to 18, and that 5 to 30. And they're all a 30 millimeter tube. The ones we're shooting today are minute scopes, but they are releasing, if they haven't already, a mil version, which is what I can't wait to get my hands on. So you can go check those out at Steiner. Go back and watch the first video we did. You can run this gun faster than any bolt action ever. The Strasser is smooth. It's impressive. There's different options for stocks. You can buy just barreled actions or just actions if you would rather. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next video.